Life is a journey where we're all searching for those deep, heartfelt lessons to help us navigate challenges and reach our dreams. But sometimes the most powerful lessons come from the simplest things. The advice you're about to hear is like a treasure trove of wisdom, distilled from the experiences of those who've walked the path before us. Let's dive into this world of meaningful words where each phrase carries the power to change lives. We'll start with the basics: a firm handshake, keeping secrets, and never giving up. Life isn't just about what we do. It's about how we treat others, how we find courage, and how we stay resilient. I remember a time when I met someone special. It wasn't their words or actions that struck me, but their eyes. In that moment, those eyes opened up a whole new world to me, one filled with sincerity, respect, and bravery. Those eyes weren't just a window to their soul. They were the key to unlocking deeper communication, a spark that ignited confidence and courage within me. Every time I looked into those eyes, I felt a connection, as if we were holding hands without even touching. Your eyes are one of the most powerful tools you have. When you look someone in the eye, you're not just saying, "I respect you," and what you're saying. You're also showing your confidence and courage. In that moment, you're building a bridge between two hearts, waving a flag of bravery that says you're strong and sincere. You're also showing your confidence and courage. In that moment, you're building a bridge between two hearts, waving a flag of bravery that says you're strong and sincere. Remember, every time you look someone in the eye, you're lighting a fire in their heart, creating a bond that can't be easily broken. Never underestimate the power of your gaze. It's the key to opening doors to deeper communication and empathy. And speaking of those simple, powerful moments, there's one place where I find true peace and clarity: the shower. It's not just a daily routine, it's my sanctuary. When I step into that space, it feels like dropping a stone into a calm lake, with waves of music flowing outwards, filling the air. It's a moment where I'm completely myself, free of judgment or pressure, just me and the music. When I sing in the shower, it's not just about the melody. It's like a massage for the soul, soothing away the stress and worries of the day. The shower becomes my private stage, where I can belt out my favorite tunes without holding back, where every note and every word is a conversation with myself, reminding me that even in the midst of life's challenges, I can find peace in the simplest of things. Showering isn't just about getting clean. It's a magical ritual that washes away the day's troubles, recharging my spirit for whatever comes next. Now, before we continue, if you're finding these lessons valuable, I encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you'll help spread these powerful messages to even more people. Let's grow this community together and make sure these timeless lessons reach those who need them most. We've all seen someone struggling, trying to find their place in a sea of people. I remember vividly the first time I saw it happen to an old friend who reappeared in my life after many years. They looked like a lost puzzle piece, searching for safety in the storms of life. In that moment, I realized no one should ever feel lost in the crowd. I reached out, pulled my friend back to shore, and felt as though I was completing an important part of life's puzzle, Family and friends are our safe harbors, and it's our duty to open our arms, welcome them in, and protect them. Life is a big picture, and each of us is a piece of that puzzle. Every time we appreciate and love one another, that picture becomes more complete. Don't let anyone weather life's storms alone. Be the lighthouse that guides those who are lost back to the warmth of human connection. Human connection is like a bridge. It needs to be built and maintained through small but meaningful actions. Let's all contribute to building that bridge so that no matter how far someone goes, they always know there's a place and a person waiting for them to come back. Life is full of challenges, but as long as we keep reaching out to others, building and maintaining our connections, no one will ever have to face the vast sea of life alone. I used to be shy, always feeling small in a crowd, but one day, when faced with a big challenge, I realized that I couldn't keep hiding from my fears. I decided to try something new. I pretended to be brave, just like the people I admired. At first, it wasn't easy. Every step I took was shaky, but the more I acted brave, the more I started to believe that I could actually handle anything that came my way. Over time, that confidence became a real part of me. It was no longer just an act. I learned that confidence is the key that unlocks the door to success. When you believe in yourself, you can overcome any challenge and achieve whatever you set your mind to. This is the power of mindset. When you change the way you think, your life changes too. Imagine someone who's always afraid of speaking in front of others like I used to be. But when I started thinking that I could do it, when I dared to step up and pretend to be confident, everything changed. I didn't just overcome my fear. I discovered a strength within me that I never knew existed. The amazing thing is that you can do this too. No matter who you are, where you are, or what you're facing, courage isn't something you're born with. It's a choice, an action you can take every day. And when you choose confidence, you're opening the door to success and happiness in your life. Believe that you can change your life simply by changing your mindset. Because courage and confidence aren't things you're born with. They're qualities you build for yourself. I'll never forget the first time I met a new colleague at work. She was incredibly talented, but very shy and always hesitant to share her ideas with the group. One day, in an important meeting, she tried to present an idea, but another colleague made a sarcastic joke. The room went silent, and I could see the confusion and embarrassment in her eyes. I knew that if we let those careless words stand, they would become a deeper wound. Instead of criticizing, I decided to take a different approach. I spoke up in support of her idea, encouraged her to keep going, and after the meeting, I made sure to tell her sincerely, "I think your idea was great, and I hope you don't let those words get to you." From that moment, I realized something important. Instead of criticizing, we should find ways to encourage and uplift others. Kind and constructive words not only help others grow, but also create a positive and energetic environment. We all have different opinions and perspectives, and respecting that is the foundation of every relationship. I also learned that sharing positive thoughts always brings more benefits than focusing on the negative. Before speaking, I always consider carefully to avoid hurting others. And more importantly, I make sure that my words are clear and not misunderstood, to create better understanding and connection between people. Effective communication isn't just about what we say, it's also about how we listen. Active listening helps me understand others better, allowing me to choose the right words to convey my ideas effectively. A positive work or learning environment is a place where there's no room for sarcasm. Instead, let's focus on solving problems, sharing good things, and building a community where everyone feels respected and heard. Because in the end, the most important thing isn't what we said, it's the feeling we left in someone's heart. I still remember the first time I gave away a favorite book to a friend. That book had been with me through tough times, helping me find hope and inspiration. Giving it away wasn't just sharing words on a page, it was sharing a part of my heart. Books have always been precious gifts to me. Each one is like a trusted friend, helping me explore new worlds and deep ideas. That's why I've always treated them like treasures. But I also realized that sometimes sharing my love for books with others can open doors we never expected. When I lend a book, I'm always prepared for the possibility that I might not get it back. Some books are particularly special to me, and sharing them isn't easy. But I've learned that instead of worrying about keeping the books, I should focus on spreading the love of reading. I once encouraged a friend who wasn't interested in reading to discover and explore new books. At first, she wasn't very excited, but when I gave her a book that matched her interest, she began to change. Her world expanded with every page, and soon we were having deep conversations about what we read. I believe that we can create a positive and healthy reading environment where everyone feels encouraged and motivated in their journey of discovering knowledge. So, cherish the books you have, and if you want to share, give or buy new books for others. By doing so, you'll not only keep your treasured books safe, but also spread the joy of reading to more people. I once encouraged a friend who wasn't interested in reading to discover and explore new books. At first, she wasn't very excited, but when I gave her a book that matched her interests, she began to change. Her world expanded with every page, and soon we were having deep conversations about what we read. I believe that we can create a positive and healthy reading environment where everyone feels encouraged and motivated in their journey of discovering knowledge. So cherish the books you have, and if you want to share, give or buy new books for others. By doing so, you'll not only keep your treasured books safe, but also spread the joy of reading to more people.